more. Good. Good. Take a breath. Good.
Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
Good. So even then, keep it to good. The treat, because the good excitement plus the treat is going to bump them up 3 notches. So even the treat, that's why I'll put it right in front of their face so they can focus on that, get a little frustrated again. Because it keeps them focused on the treat, and so you give the treat and then they're right back to where you are. So this time give them attention and hold the treat for like 15-20 seconds minimal. Good. Good. So acknowledge all that. Good. The sitting. Good. But good. Monotone information, feedback. We'll party once we make it there. We're in the car, we're looking for the house. Kids, I gotta pay attention. Good, I'm trying to read the numbers. Everyone knows that, like if the music's loud, you can't read numbers and pay attention to like street time and stuff. When he comes back, you take back the leash. Take back the, yeah, there you go. That way he can't keep running out to the edge there. But that's a good, what do you call it, threshold. When you keep it on the mat, that's great. It's kind of crowded there. That's awesome. Good, there you go, good. Give another treat. Yeah. Because right now it's pitting between working on me and getting frustrated versus getting treats from mom. We're splitting the reward. We're offering you something else other than what you really want. Good. So now, this time hold the treat right in front of his face, unflip the leash. Yep. But have the treat in front of his nose first. Good. 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 Now walk over here. Let's go. Good. 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 Keep going over to the place. Good. Good. I knew you would go for that. Good. Thank you. Nice.
I was at the wood.
You tell he ate the blanket?
That used to be.
These are a little thin. I mean, did you rip it through the crate? That's usually when
Yeah,
they
that's why I just kept using it for
It
him.
used to be like over the top of the crate. It was pretty early on when we got them, so.
There you go.
Okay.
So you went through that whole cycle and he's already to the consumatory phase. Why? Because you made him work. He had to think, he had to hold himself back. He had to use his brain power more than his muscle power. You gave him rewards, you got him interested in the food. Then he went through all this, like, oh, now he can relax and enjoy that. Because he didn't get to hunt, he didn't get to catch his dinner, he didn't get to fight for his life. But now he gets to enjoy the, you know.
Is that why sometimes, like, when I take him out and we work in the driveway and then I have him wait by the door, when I take the leash off and we come back in, he goes straight for the chew? Not every time, but like a lot of times.
I mean, chewing things is his stress relief. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, when you said what, you're like, what are we doing wrong? It's meeting his needs, and I joked and said the bite thing, but that he has an emotional need to work out that frustration, and that's the only way he knows how. I mean, he got right there. I got a little dimply bruise right there. Well, I'll take one for the team. You know? That was on Sunday.
He got
Oh, that was the one I told you.
Yeah, I didn't even know this one. I knew this one.
He got me pretty good tonight.
Yeah, but we can both get our love bites.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this one he can have, literally it's got the tougher end, so as long as there's a treat in there, he should work at getting a treat. If there's no treat, he'll work to chew it up and destroy it.
Okay.
So I took those beef lung and jammed them right in there. I mean, have you guys gotten that stuff yet?
No.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
We have all the, like,
these
the basic dog
you can
treats.
just jam these in, and they're high value, they're mostly air, they're really low calorie, no extra crap in them. Good boy, hi. I don't want to pet you because we're buddies. And it was here, it wasn't like he had it and then I came into his space. I was already here, this is part of it.
You said you know how to pet him? Is that what you said?
No, he's going to pet him.
Oh, I'm gonna pet him. I thought you said
I'm
I
not
know
worried
how
about
to pet him.
versus if he was over here and I came in and then tried to come pet him when he's like, you know, was already here enjoying it. But I'm part of this. He chose to go over there. Why? Big Nate, I don't want you to pet me right now. I'll go over here. Pro-social versus anti-social, growl, snap, get away from me.
Yeah.
You know. So he's gonna work on that.
So I just, like, obviously I'm not gonna just like keep bothering him, but like,
No.
it's okay that he wants to go over there versus like.
Yeah, because it's like, Nate, I don't mind you petting me, but I'd rather you didn't. And he'll come out when he's ready. I mean, that's what fuck. Oh, you got the same little ball.
Yeah.
Those are great. Especially outside in the snow because they don't get buried after like 12 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
We used to put like ice cubes or something like that, like stuff that's big.
Tie a rope to it, like just take a longer rope, double it up, knot it. That was Falcon's favorite toy for like the first year and a half of his life.
Well, he like busted one of the things, so like this thing falls right out. Like we put something in.
Right. Well, I mean, it says it's a treat dispensing toy.
I know,
Let me show you what I had in mind. I got two different versions. They both say extreme chewer. Let me see if you can tell me the difference. Would you mind if I record? I just recorded that whole thing for my mentors. I'll blur your face out. And he's like, what's over here? Hi, buddy. Thank you. Good boy. So I try to use my body more than my voice a lot of the times because at the daycare, we're learning not to talk. We're doing hand signals. Because every time we talk to the dogs, just go ballistic. Hey, thank you. Good boy.
That was one of the things we wanted to talk to you about.
What, you got the counter sugar one and you've been doing that by putting a tree right here?
He
Wait.
doesn't care about.
Really good about the food.
He doesn't care about his food.
Yeah, we've got to eat people food or something.
Oh, yeah, we'll use that now if it's going well with the easier stuff.
Yeah.
He's done it. He can do it with something that's easier. It's always easy, medium, and most difficult. Most difficult is something he really wants, and that you're not really paying attention to. All right, hey, off. Thank you. Fillable treat ball. So this one, feel this one. It says durable, and this one also says durable. Yeah, right. But it's basically easy, buddy. Like a ball. Thank you.
Showing your mentors your
I'm gonna go with the more chewier one because I think this is more his style. Jaws of steel over there. Yeah, Tuesday when you ever run there, it's like
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's in. I know there's one in Penfield.
It's sick. Well, this one was $7. Yeah, piece of paper. Thank you. So you got like instead of letting him grab it and then take off with it, it's a piece of paper. Thank you. Like then he's like the reward isn't grabbing it and running away. What kinds of treats do you have? It looks like the ones I have are kind of big for this. I'll have to break them up.
Alright. They're in that cabin.
Oh no, we got this. If you want them to not just fall right out and be super easy, I always say put things that are a little too big that are harder to fall out. Really good ones are Kong Wildwood. It's a little more expensive, but you can put like a whole meal in there. You know what those are? It's got a weighted base. You kind of unscrew it. It looks like a Kong, the same shape, but it's designed for kibble. They bump it around. It's got a little hole and it falls out. Unless the dog like learns to like play hockey and like literally like shuttle and spin it, then they all spit out. But I'll even put like bigger treats in it so they don't just it kind of blacks the holes as the.
When we first adopted him, before you were telling us about the wet kibble thing, we put like we put like dry kibble in the Kong, and he learned like, hey, I can just tip it. Yeah.
No, you gotta moisten it up.
We do that now. But.
And then when it moistens up, it like doubles in size almost, depending on what kind of food you're using.
You say how gross that was earlier.
What?
I'm used to it because he's like, that's what I do. Like when I take him out for lunch.
Versus like canned wet food, that stuff is gross.
Yeah.
Stinks like.
Good job, buddy.
I understand why you thought it was gross though. Like if you don't like.
And beef lung, oh my god. And people I'm like, yeah, or I'll hand it to them, like, what is it? Like beef lung, like, oh. Let's start with that. Go away. So that's got the bite. You gotta do so they can actually exercise their jaw too. Like dogs don't get to very much. And even if it's only for a minute, like he did that one. Now you can chase around. They fall out sporadically. If he's having a lot of trouble and they're not coming out and he's trying to rip it open, that's where you either offer him something else or put a few more in. The idea is to play and get rewarded periodically and not have to destroy things. And like I said, a smaller, like more like rounded up tree will probably come out easier than these that are all kind of misshapen. And good boy. All right. Right here. Good. Good. Right here. Good. 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 All right. I'll be over here. See you. Bye.
Okay, that's fine. I got something over here.
Right, well, there you is. You can entertain yourself, or where are you going?
Dude, he wasn't in the kitchen.
Come on, buddy. Hi. Well, he dropped the ball. That's more important. So it's like the value of me and the ball are about the same. Me with some treats. I'm always kind of pitting together. What do you find more valuable? Usually, if it's two things, one's a little more exciting, one's new. He's been doing this for a couple minutes. Oh, something that's I didn't go for right away because this is new and exciting. It's novelty reigns supreme. But kind of working with them. It's like if they want something really bad, use that as a distraction. And if it's all possible, work towards, I can give you this. I'm just going to ask you to do a few things. If you want something really bad, you've been using this cue for him, or is that just for something
Yeah,
else?
that's for him to see it.
Okay. And I'll, I actually have the exact same one, but it's green. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hey. Who's a good boy? What are we doing? So I'm interested in this.
Those are not his toys.
Well, what?
He has not discovered that there's things in there yet. So.
Yes, right, go find it. So now instead of coming to me and get the treat, now I'm adding a little segment by throwing. Good boy, right there. Throwing. How's up? Good boy, thank you. Good boy.
Paul's up. Teaching him 2 feet.
Huh?
Showing
pretty. I mean, just putting the positive.
Yeah.
A lot of dogs, it's hard because the balance. Usually, a lot of dogs, the first time they fall.
He's really good at it for some reason.
Well, he's little. I mean, it's usually the dogs that are kind of like bigger and
Top heavy or
yeah,
something.
exactly. This is Falcon's favorite. But when I first brought it home, I made a big deal about him. I played with him, so now this is like it's got a lot of excitement and emotional value. Good boy. And they kept going to the blanket. I usually move it out from there unless they want to be kind of set away. Like some dogs want to be in the corner, but when I'm working with a dog more actively, I'll kind of put it out in the middle of the room. That way it's just a focus, I'll lay on it, it's just kind of there.
But what?
The blanket, yeah. As opposed to, before you guys came in, I pulled it out. So, alright, so he's got a plethora of few things, I brought a whole bunch more, so we can, I wanted to make sure you guys are set up, and I always try new things out. But that, I mean, if you feel it's pretty, got a lot of, what do you call it, rigidity.
Yeah.
Nooks and crannies.
Yeah. So, and it helps, with his teeth, and some dogs, if they don't chew, they get all that stuff kind of caught in the tartar.
He'll chew that red one for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Which one? All that
red
one.
And white one. Yeah.
Yep. And this, that's a harder surface, which at his age, he's got the molars that works too. This has just got that, kind of when you bite your arm, whereas that is a hard surface. This has some give to it.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of younger dogs like the rope or something they can stick their teeth into. And when it goes up, their teeth go in and then it goes up into their gums.
Will his teeth ever dull out? Or he's already a year old, so I figured if they were going to, they would have by now. But they're really sharp.
Oh, she's I remember
he has
a small mouth, so they're not, they're.
Terrier.
Yeah, it's always that canine teeth is sharp for a reason. I mean, that's what they hook onto that. So yeah.
I just don't remember a dog's teeth being that sharp. Normally, if a dog play mounts you, it doesn't leave tons of marks.
Right. Well, that's bite inhibition. That's something they usually learn with their litter mates when they're very young, and with their mom. Like their mother will not let them feed if they can't control themselves when they're feeding off their teeth. Yeah, but
how do we teach that?
Just by allowing them to bite things in a controlled manner, and that's kind of where the police dog, you're teaching them to use a very soft mouth on you. That's why it's not like he's coming at you aggressively and you want him to bite you hard. You're just like, oh buddy, and I'll almost put their, if I catch him yawn, I'm like, oh police dog, or I'll be like, and you want him to kind of be like, what are you doing, as opposed to trying to bite your arm. Because the idea is most dogs won't do it. If you get a dog that actually does it, it's a cute trick. But 9 out of 10 dogs won't actually bite your arm at all.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't want to bite you. Why are you making me bite your arm? It doesn't make sense. Versus when I'm frustrated, I need to get your attention and connect with you. Biting you works like a charm. He's saying, I really need you so much that I'm gonna,
Is that what he's asking me for then?
connection in some way, shape, or
Well,
form.
so his new thing is he started
help
humping
me.
me again.
It's too much, overstimulating.
And it seems super, for the most part, it seems super random.
Yeah,
We're just standing in the kitchen, I'm eating dinner, and he walks up to me, sniffs my jeans, and then starts humping me. And when I pull up, I hook underneath and take him off, he starts biting my arm.
So he wants to play, he's frustrated, he doesn't know what, hey buddy. Hey, Odie! Yes, thank you.
Thank you, good boy.
Good job, buddy.
We want to check that stuff out? Okay, why don't you go grab it and bring it over here, guys.
Okay, I'll go get it.
Yeah, good boy.
Do you want me to open it up?
Sure, why not?
I didn't know if you wanted me to just let him.
Yeah, I'm going to show it to him, I'm not going to give it to him. So don't hang it out and tease him with it. This is the ball, good boy, thank you. Yes. So it's a ball, this is what it is, good boy, thank you. And then if it's something they really want, they can't have, offer him something else. Because he wants to put it in his mouth, he wants to run. Okay, not yet. Why? Because I'm showing it to him. You can check it out. Yes, would you like me to? Would you like to try this on? So you're not
We'll
committed
revisit
to
this
it.
later.
This isn't yours yet. You're just exploring because you're interested in it, and like when I go to the pet store, I let Falcon pick out his toy.
Yeah.
I show him all the toys, whatever one he's most interested. Then I give it to him. He carries it up to the thing. Then after that, good boy, thank you. So he's trying. I want that toy. I want that toy. So he's communicating. When he's nuzzling it, he's going up to it. He could grab it and run off with it. He'd be like, after you made it, I don't care. Try to get it from me now. Good boy, thank you. Okay, go get it. There's that. I don't know if he likes to rip up paper. Is it in cardboard therapy where you take a box, put some treats in it,
I've
let him
heard
rip it
about
up?
that.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Or even taking that paper bag and putting some food and wrapping up that and rip that up.
I can probably
If
find a
there's something
cardboard
in
box.
it to get, then they'll tend to eat that as opposed to just eating the bag.
Okay.
Like, he's ripping up the bag and then there's food to eat versus I'm ripping up the bag and eating the bag.
I'll go upstairs and see if we have like a.
Anytime there's a chewy box, like fountain, hey, thank you, good boy. Trying to jump up on something, jump up on here.
That's
There you
where
go.
we're, like, he knows to get off. Like, oh, jeez.
Oh, that's exactly it. He stays up there and he gets attention. But as soon as he was up there, I started getting more excited because I want him to be able to stabilize while he's excited. But if it's a little too much, we'll try again. Good boy. The havening, good. Comfort touch. Webinar in 2 weeks. What happened?
I was like, did he eat or is that what?
No, this was from the toy. I think there was a little piece of snow melted on it. Oh yeah, good.
Oh, yeah?
Get your toy. So I'm not gonna try to
think
get
it's
the toy.
Christmas or something?
You gotta get the toy. I know it is. I missed it. I was sick. Good boy. There you go. So I'm not trying to take the toy. I'm whacking him. I'm playing with him. If he drops the toy, even then, there you go. Good boy. I'm not trying to take it from him. You got it. You killed it.
Well, can you like shake it? Well, I'm not trying to take it, but can I just?
Yeah, but initially when he's just getting it, the first 20 to 30 seconds, they want to enjoy that they found a treasure. After that, they get a little bored of it, or they're like, it's losing its value. Why? Because it's not exciting. It's not dead. He just killed it, so he left it alone. Good boy. Now I move it. It's got some excitement. Go get it. Good boy. I mean, I always have a couple that are kind of similar. That way you don't have to try to fight them for that one. You can show them another one, and they can be like, oh, I'm good. I like this one. Because the value is still higher there. Now it's ripping it up. Hey, bud, how you doing? Hey, you want to rip stuff? Yeah, there you go. Go get it. There you go. Spin. Good boy, spin. Good boy, spin, spin. You dizzy? Go get it. Good boy. And if he's in the point where he wants to lay down and rip it up, then I'll give him something that he can work at. Let's see if he can get all this. Oh, he cleared this out. Good boy. Hey, how you doing? Hey, you. Whiz bang. Hi. Get your dinner. And that, it's very normal. I mean, because now he's ripping up the animal that he killed. Hey, buddy, go get it. Let me take this away. That means he's done playing for now.
Yeah.
Normally it's an event when I come down the stairs.
Well,
Oh, yeah? So what you should do is literally, like, because he runs and jumps up on you, or he doesn't like the stairs?
He'll go over there and like, if she could be like, I don't know, rubbing peanut butter on her face and he would like, I'd come down the stairs, you know? It's like.
And so get him go, like, you know you're going to come down the stairs, she has me here.
Yeah.
What's that noise? It's Dad, good. Maybe take a couple steps, stop, or as you're walking the stairs, come down the stairs, good, 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 tossing something away from you.
Or like, we don't have a good place to like, keep the flirt pole where he won't be like obsessed with it, so I keep it upstairs.
Like the
So,
what
like,
pole?
the flirt pole. The pole.
Oh, the flirt pole.
Yeah.
I thought you said the fort bowl.
But, so I go upstairs and he like, oh, is he going to get that?
If you have some of this kibble, this dinner, we can put that in here. Because I like to get them interested with the treats. There's still a couple treats in there, but it's now becoming more and more kibble. You didn't have to make us nachos. Easy, buddy.
we were leaving it out in case we needed stuff done.
We figured that, you know.
Well, I'll just leave it, thank you. You want the kibble? Go find it. Go for it. Here. Come on, let's go. Come on, over here, come on. There. Wait. Boy. Okay, go find them. I just make it worth it. I'm gonna put a couple of treats out here. You don't need a vacuum cleaner when you got a dog. Especially Bean. Oh my god, he will sit there and try to sniff out. And I'll start throwing more on the bed once I've got him searching around there, because he'll be like, well, if I just keep going to my bed, I don't need to look as hard. Especially if he's looking for all the kibble here and he gets a treat going on the bed. It's like, well, treats, awesome stuff there, okay stuff here, jumping on me, gets little stuff unless I'm invited up. Then it gets everything. Good boy, look at you, good boy. And now this is where you can start making him wait longer and longer, because if at any point he doesn't feel like I'm paying him enough, he can go back to sniffing around and find those two, I think there's like 2 little pieces left. Good boy, thank you.
He'll wait like a pretty long time. Like while you hide them, he'll like.
So you want him to start getting a little bit frustrated, but then acknowledging him and rewarding him in the position you kept him in, or asked him to stay in, versus always him getting up. But if you release him and he goes here on his own, that's fine. He can get up whenever he feels like it, because you didn't ask him to go there and you're not expecting him to. He just did it. Great, thank you. This is awesome. I'd give him a lot for doing that, because he thought of it on his own. You didn't have to tell him. You didn't have to like coerce him over. He just figured it out. Oh, if I do this, I had a good feeling about that. That's more powerful than I got something for it. the two, they, you know, they overlap at a certain point. I was like, I like hanging out here because a lot of, you know, it's good times, good memories, good emotions.
Sometimes we'll come in here, and I'm not even really, with no intent of really doing anything, and he'll come over there.
Oh yeah.
To the,
Oh, the daycare, all the like dogs I work with, they just go on the beds, they roll around and lay on them. Like, I don't know what I like about this bed. Like Bean just rubs his face all over it. He's like, this is, you know, he's kind of claiming it, like the connection to it. And then if another dog, oh, I smell Bean on here. If they're friends, oh, my friend Bean was here. If it's not, oh, I don't know this dog. This might be his bed. Maybe I shouldn't mess with it. You know, it's information, communication. Oh, good boy. Honey bud? Good. Good, thank you.
Got
some more water. That's it for tonight, by the way.
Okay, go get it. Just gonna let pause that calm. Okay, now we'll get back to the excitement. Got the ball. Hopefully he doesn't rip the ball up because that's the thinner one, but oh boy. On that one I showed you where the orange one with the waffling in it. Very similar, it's a little bit bigger. I always try to find ones that they can't rip up, so I think that really thicker one, I'll leave that with you guys. This one, you should be alright, but I won't leave that with them unsupervised. No, it is quite a bit thinner.
Yeah.
Alright, so questions? How you guys feeling? Kind of what we've talked about, but have you ever done anything very, like, right along these lines?
I really don't always have, like, all the new toys, you know, but...
Well, right. I mean, that's why I go there, because they're like $4 or $5.
Yeah.
The novelty of the toy, as I said, you brought it to them as opposed to these ones that are always here laying around.
Tuesday morning. I know there's one in Penfield. I don't know if there's
Yeah, that's the one I know of.
It's on Panorama or whatever.
Yeah, they had this one is actually designed to be kind of shredded on the ends and work their way up. What do they call it? Flossy chew. Startle squeaker in the middle. This one is a little, it says it's durable, but you can put stuff in it. Well, yeah, right. The hard part is when it's stuck in it and then sort of, oh yeah, he's gonna rip that apart in 2 seconds. Never mind. These rope balls, so you can kind of chew on that. I like to have them that are a little bit bigger, so they can't just death grip it and hold it in the mouth. They have to kind of, and it's a little hard to hold on to. These ones, I don't know if this will hold up. I'm going to test it out. If you guys want to try this one out, this might be a good one on the flirt pole because it's lighter weight. Once you take the packaging off, I got 2 of them because they're on sale.
That's kind of cool.
I'm going to show them off to the camera here. This is just, it's got the little spiky. Some dogs like these because it gets up and stimulates more than the shorter ones or the ones without any projections. Then we got the little massage glove. I think we talked about this. The what do you call it? The little bristles on it. Help desensitize.
I'm interested to see what he thinks of that.
Okay. The thing is, go ahead.
We're trying to work. We tried to give him a bath the other day, and we hadn't done it before, so it didn't go very well. So
okay, well, now how did you approach this?
Not the right
Oh
way.
no, buddy, no.
Okay.
Okay.
That's weird. I got so excited. She was so into it, he forgot. Alright, well, when you come back in, you guys got your cleaner handy?
Yeah, I'll get it.
And you also, does there water in that bowl? Okay, there is.
Odie, come here.
Alright, so come on, let's go outside.
Odie, come.
Out. I hate you.
Odie, come. Come.
Go.
Yeah. Put your leash on, okay? We're going potty. We're going potty.
It's been like a month since we had that.
Yeah, we were on the...
Well, it's been a month since I've been here, at least. I mean, it's the excitement. I mean, obviously, it would be great to get that.
Wait, buddy. Wait. Good boy. Okay.
Yeah, they had 2 different gloves. One was shorter, and the hand didn't fit in it. This one, little plum hole.
Well, it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how he likes it because we're like, well, we got to clean him somehow, so we got a towel wet and put some soap on that and kind of just rub them down with it.
Now, did you have them go in like the tub, or where did you do it?
We did it right here. We just got the towel wet.
Okay, yeah, to start, or have some water, and what I'll do is like put my hand in the water, let them see it as it's like kind of falling on my hand, then like take a wet hand and kind of rub it like you were doing, drip a couple drops on them, then do a little
Well, we were just rubbing him with a wet towel.
Yep. And then I'll start getting my hand wet and doing that and doing just like the same things I do without a wet hand, just to introduce it like very slowly. Like if you want him to go in the tub, I'll literally like go in the tub with no water running.
Yeah, he
and,
went
like,
in there.
Sit in there, like hang out in the tub in the bathroom, and
he went in there okay, but it was like when we started like pouring water on him. And stuff. Yeah, I didn't expect him to like it, but
I don't know.
But he kept getting. I'm saying about that is he kept while we were watching, he kept like getting up and walking over to the other corner, and then we'd move.
Taking a break, you're stressing him out. When he's ready, he'll come back for more. As opposed to you keep just trying to corner him or force him to do it.
No, we weren't. I don't know if it was cornering him. He would just move like we
No,
were
but
here.
some people would grip the dog up and down and then
no.
walk away. But that's a good part because they can say, I need a little break. I can come back when I'm ready. And most dogs will just come back and then I'll just pet them. Then, you know, you want to get them interested and connect with you, then reintroduce something that's a little stressful, new, or triggering. And usually if they walked away, take it down 2 notches from where you kind of left off. Okay, there you go.
Good job, buddy.
Good boy. So, you can leave the leash on just for shits and giggles.
There we go, please.
Yep. So, what you're gonna do is when the leash goes relaxed and you can release that tension in it, good. Then take 1 step and then, because you're gonna go right back. This is the hardest part within like 5 to 8 feet because they're so used to when they have the leash, they can run for it and get over to the person before you notice that they're taking off. Good. And it's hard when you have such a short little buffer right there. Usually, if you say stop right before it, So what I would do is turn around. Let's go.
All right, let's go this way. Come on.
And just wait for it. Let's go.
Let's go this way.
See how you're pulling directly back on him? That's why he's leaning into it.
Mm-hmm.
So, go this way. Come on, let's go.
Let's go this way.
Good. 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 Now back over this way.
All right, Odie. Look. Yeah, that's this way. Come on.
Easy, buddy. Easy.
Odie.
Just wait it out. Yep. He's on his bed. Okay. Let it go. Yep, you're good. He made it. That was, it was less than ideal, so we're not gonna hold him in pass right now. Plus we're wearing him out, and he's got another good shape. So he's a neat, we're gonna comfort touch, good boy. Oh, I love you too, buddy. Yeah. Good. Good boy. So this is new, this is your little brush. Good. You like that right there? Oh boy. Yeah. So that right there is a little overstimulating. So I slow it down, and then I go back to the slower. What do you got? Huh? Oh, you're gonna ask something.
Oh, I was saying when we were rubbing him down with the towel, I knew he wasn't gonna super like it, so we gave him the Himalayan thing.
Oh yeah.
But the problem with that is he doesn't like to give it up.
No.
And so
pick something that's a little like this is a little more neutral.
Yeah.
Or wait till he's already kind of settled down, so you don't have to have that in there.
And
if he's like, well, I want to enjoy my chew right now. I don't want you touching me and doing all this.
Yeah.
Well, he had never been like protective or anything like that.
It's still annoying, like I'm tolerating, but.
So like we were like, hey, let's drop it or whatever. So I like tried to like kind of, it was in his mouth, so I like tried to grab it because he wasn't giving it to me, and he growled. He's never done it before.
That's rage because now his dinner is fighting back and trying to escape.
Yeah.
It's very, literally, that's why tugging, like when they get it and you pull, and they dig it, that's rage. It's just in a very controlled play-based form, which, it's not a real competition, but I want dogs to run. I want dogs to get that, but because that's where it's okay to do it. When you take, he's like, no, I want that, please don't take it from me. If I would, if you can get him to give it up willingly, that's a whole different story. Yeah.
I had to like open it,
Right. So are we creating that because we're trying to do something and we introduce it and now he's like, well, that's not what I want to do. I want this more, and it's hard for me to deal with this thing that he's got issues with biting and with things like that. So let's not throw more at him. Let's work on each of those 2 separate things separately. Like this is a happy medium. It does have some treats and good things in it. Good boy.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, the Himalayan, that's a high value. That would be for when he's going to be kind of left on his own or you don't want to be. Because this is rewarding too by having the touch and enjoying the brushing. If they don't like the brushing, you're doing it wrong. No, good boy. There you go. Take a little break. Can I help you? Can I help you?
Earth of Odie.
back little fingers in there too, so they're not falling out and customized. Right there, you know, puts work at one there, Dad?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Where is it at?
The bag might be getting kind of low, but we can give him a little extra, he's not getting fat yet.
We have a Kong. There's a Kong in the freezer too. That's got some of this food in
Alright,
it.
so that's enough of that, let's give him the Kong, and I'll, you know, we'll kind of take a break from working directly with him.
Okay.
Good boy. And that's why I leave them a little bit of their dinner and pacing it out. Like if you give them a bowl, they're gonna eat.
Hey, off.
Hey,
Thank you.
good boy. So if you see him coming over, it's a this, and either kind of block him and then show it to him, or walk in front of it. Because the whole idea is he's gonna go, what is this? And until he kind of learns to ask to see things instead of just I go check it out, and then you try to stop me or kind of backtrack.
So what did you say? Like, say I'm putting something together right
You
here.
see him come, hey buddy, yep, hold on a second, I got it. You're already kind of directing him versus he's already doing it and now you're reactive instead of proactive. Anytime you go over something, he's like, what are you doing? What do you got? Hey buddy, go over, I'll bring it over to you, or if you want to see this, I'll show you to you on your place. Just gotta have some structure so he's not just, crossing boundaries. Yeah, that's boundaries, like, and the man asking, I would like to see that. Hey, thank you for asking. What's that? You want to see it? Come over here. Come on, thank you. Wait. Toy. Yeah. You got a pair of scissors, Mom? I gotta take the package off. Okay, go get it. There you go. This is a zip tie. This is an easy little. And then we've added a lot of value to these. All these really new good ones you like, keep away and only bring them out, opportune times. That way it keeps higher value. It's still attached to you emotionally and hey buddy, off. Hey, look, I got your toy over here. On your bed. Well, yeah, it's your new toy, huh? Wait. Okay. You got it. You can check it out. Do 20 seconds. Good boy. Yeah. So toys like that. I mean, the big value is that interaction. So it's like, well, yeah, good boy. There we go. Get it. There you go. Tug, come on. Get it. Tug. Thank you. Okay, go get it. There you go. Good boy. Kill it. You got it. Alright, it's not too crazy about this.
You want me to get this?
I might have to pee again.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Just sniffing around. Unless he's looking for food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give him the con. He's done.
Hey, please.
The novelty wears off. Oh. He's kind of in the fence. Food toy. Alright, drop the con. Here you go, buddy.
There you go.
So you pick these up. Interactive play toys. Food dispensing chew. There's a fine line, but there is a difference. Alright, so I'm going to leave you that one because you liked it.
Cool.
And that other one I just gave you, if you think you can handle that. What's the rule? You can't leave it out? Because it's an interactive play toy. Alright. Some of the other things for Falcon I use, and then I brought this because that's the one he uses. The Wubba, I don't know if you have any of these.
Oh,
Yeah, we do have one.
Yeah, this is Bean's doing. The antler. Oh. So you have to get the ones that have this inner part that's kind of, so they can work instead of just trying to chew through this, which is way too hard. This should last about a year. It's $40. I went to Country Max and I let Falcon pick out something for himself, and that's what. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't wear a mask. I'm sorry.
We got him.
These frisbees. If he gets into frisbees, you get the black version, not the red, the extreme.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that one already? Or you've already destroyed one?
We have a frisbee?
No, I bought the black.
We buy the black toys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless they're too hard, like some of the Kongs, they're too stiff for them to actually get the food out. And then this, I don't know, did we go to the pest area? This is that one that was in the plastic that was like bigger. This is what they whittle down to. Because this, see how it's feel it. I mean, it's not real hard. It's like cartilage.
Yeah.
So they kind of work it down to the shell. This is probably a good 6 months in. And he chews it occasionally. It's not his favorite because there's not as much fun stuff on it.
Yeah.
So, alright, you can have that one. You want to pick one more out? Let's see. That was cheap.
I feel like that.
And then we need to get 2 of these. How about maybe try one of these? If he likes to keep it, if not, bring it.
Okay.
Or even bring these with you when you do training. That way.
Oh, what about that? Should we give him that ball?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can have that.
We ordered this thinking he would like it, but he doesn't.
Because he can't pick it up.
Yeah.
He's not a herding. Yeah.
Your dog's.
This would be for a small, like, little herding. Like
Yeah.
even Bean likes the bigger one. Yeah, because he's gonna try to pick it up and he can't. These are meant to be pushed around like.
It took about 30 seconds to try.
Yeah, I mean the only thing you do is kick it and they might run after it while it's moving as soon as it stops. Like, whatever.
We tried to return it and they're like, yeah, just donate it.
Right? Yeah. I mean, a lot of pets are really good if your dog absolutely doesn't like it.
What are we going on?
Well, the door, I'm going to go out and come back in just to give it one more whirl before.
Okay, so we're saying that, because the treat thing is too easy now with just his food, we should put like human food and like leave it. That's how we're going to stop from jumping on the counters.
Yep, the key thing is, it's there, you're already blocking, he comes up, looks at it, and then you offer something away from here.
Okay.
Not right here, not this thing right here, something away from it. Because what you want is he comes up, looks at it, and then expects to get something and move away from it.
Okay.
And then, then you can back off a little bit more. You're still here just in case, but you don't want to leave the door wide open where you can just keep going for it and snatching it. But if he always gets something else, I always start with kind of kibble or something lower here. He gets something better over here. Then you can start raising the bar. But if you're going to have like pizza or like his favorite thing here, you should probably pay it. Because he's like, if I put a $100 bill here and I'm throwing quarters on the floor, try to get you not to take the $100 bill, you're going to be like, and they are opportunistic. Like if you leave them home long enough and they get hungry enough, they're going to start scavenging for food because they think they're going to die. That's why I give them another tongue that's frozen that they can pick. Hey, oh, thank you. And if it gets real bad, I'll use a squirt bottle, but I like to do it the fair way first so they can explain. Hey, thank you. Good boy.
It gets like that sometimes.
But you have to be consistent with this.
Yeah.
And then when he responds, yes, good boy. And then what are you looking for? You want to check this out? Okay, come here. What's up here? You want to see it? Okay, relax. Thank you. Frisbee. Good. The chew. Hey, yeah, Frisbee. Hey. Excuse me. Thank you. Yes, this is a Frisbee thing. You want it? Right? Go get it. So when he sees these again, he's like, oh, I remember that toy. We played with it for like 2 minutes. So I wonder where it went. So you go to your friend's house and play a video game, and then like all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, I remember. Hey. I'm like, I remember that video game. Good boy. Thank you. Alright, this chew. You like this one? There you go. Yeah, that's it.
But like
get the handler. It's about half the size.
So say she's making food here, right?
Yep.
He jumps up here. You're like, all right, get off.
Give me something over there.
Yep. And when he gets off, he goes and eats that thing. But then he comes up over here. He's like, okay, well, I'll try this side.
Right.
And then like 3, 4, 5 times.
So don't give him free access to you. Put something so he can't just keep coming to you. Well, for now, I mean, because it's opportunistic. Every time I get a chance, and then that gets a reaction on you versus there's no chance, but I'll keep coming over to you. I'll give you something. I mean, if you have something here, this is not where I would start the cooking. The hard part is bridging that gap between I'm here for you and I can tend to you versus I can't and I gotta do shit. That's not training. That's just I'm gonna do the best I can and I'll figure out exactly where we are with things.
And you're really good at like when I'm cooking.
Yeah, when I'm working, it's taxing. So like
I
I'm
don't
working
have
with
to stay on
it.
his place and like every couple minutes I'll stretch it out or whatever, but I'll go visit him, give him some treats or whatever.
We'll release them often, but then have them go back, and then longer and longer. Usually, I even do this with Bean. Like I actually made a point to do it this weekend because what ended up happening was my girlfriend would have to go to his place and she would start throwing food to him from across the room, which of course so he's excited and waiting for food to be thrown, and she would throw it way too soon. So what I did, we were having a little Super Bowl party, we had chips and dips and shit all over the place, so I had him go and we had chicken, so I had a little piece of chicken, I had him go to the bed, sit, and I gave him that one piece of chicken, and then he didn't get up after that because he got what he was looking for, that he was so... I gave him one little piece of it, and then he was there, and then I came in casually, calmly, gave him another little piece. And he literally passed out on that bed. Like, I have a progression of videos. I put them together. No, I took them just for you guys and a couple other clients. Because I'm like, if I didn't do it the right way and I kept it, it's like he doesn't get any better. He still sits there, he still begs for food. Yeah. Not me, because he doesn't get shit for me, but for her, he thinks he can angle in or he snatched things, off the corner of her plate before. Because, it's like he pushes things. So
He does that. He does that too. Like I eat standing up a lot because I just don't want to like.
right.
I don't want to be bothered, but like I you know what I mean.
No,
I don't
no.
want to worry about it.
Right, you know, in one respect, you're kind of not avoiding it.
Yeah,
Totally,
it is
but
though.
You're not putting yourself in a position where you're gonna have to deal with it right now because you know you don't have the energy to devote
or
to
whatever.
it.
Or I just
Being
don't,
realistic
yeah,
with things.
yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, if you're doing it and he's giving you the runaround, what can I do to make it so you can't just do that? That's why I like to tell him. You put it so you can come right here. Put a bed right here and just have his dinner right there. 3 to 5 pieces at a time. Good boy. Good boy. Periodically toss him over there so he has to get up and do him. He comes back on. Give him a couple pets. I mean, you have to keep giving him things he thinks he's going to get by doing what he's doing before it gets to that point. That's the hard part, because as soon as you turn around and start doing something, he's like, ha 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 ha. I mean, they will start pulling on your things and jumping or
Humping.
I will.
My new favorite thing.
So what are we?
The humping, literally make a
Yeah.
point to start working the thigh muscles.
Yeah.
Like I get right in the crook right here, and then work my thumb from the lower back all the way through to the thigh. Because the humping is usually once they start getting loose and they're feeling, you know, whew, and it's like, well, this motion, it's kind of like they can't do it like this. The humping, plus it helps. Is it your leg or what is it?
It's his leg. It's not usually me.
Okay, so, you know, if we start saying, come on, buddy, you know, and start kind of actually targeting his hips, come on, buddy, smacking his butt, but you're targeting him instead of him humping you headbutt. So, yeah. I mean, come on.
But isn't he like backing up, like getting away from you? Like, what are you doing?
He's getting overwhelmed. Instead of him coming to me, I'm coming to him. So, as opposed to, yeah. But I'm like, if you want, your hips need some attention, I'll give them to you, but not that way. I mean, that's why I pull the dog and I'll start doing, but like, when the dog goes like this, it's the exact same thing I do. It's like, well, this is what Nathan does. He just grabs him by the back of the haunches and like they start thrusting and the rest comes out. It's like maybe 1 out of 20 times.
That's confusing to me. Is when I have him on his place and like we're doing something, you know, he's just sitting there but his rocket's out. It's like, well, you look relaxed, but I know you're not.
He's excited.
Usually
I
it's
just
'cause
saw something. I wish I could remember what it was that I could. It's like basically anytime there's a new exciting thing that. And they don't experience love or any of that stuff. It's like, I just feel so
euphoric.
Yeah. And it happens.
Okay.
I mean, they're in love with you. Everything you do, you're doing it right usually.
Usually it's when
there's 2 intact males and there's the female, and they're both got that glazed over, like, you know, the cartoon where they're like, they start drooling. That's what Falcon used to do. He would get this glazed over look in his eye. He would start drooling, and I'm like, here we go. That was before he got fixed. He didn't get fixed until he was like 3.
Wow.
Yeah. So, well, it was going to be, you know, a year and a half to 2 years. Then I got a little over 2 years.
Hey, off.
Hey!
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah. And then I got him scheduled, and then COVID hit, so I rescheduled. Actually, it ended up being like a year later. And, yeah.
Maybe.
Let's go potty, buddy.
Yeah, and then have a little quiet time, hang out with him on his blanket, do the comfort touch. Yeah, buddy. Hi.
Usually that rocket thing happens when we're like, every time we've reset with the porthole.